Just a day or so after John Donaldson dropped, I was able to unlock him, and I think all of us know how expensive this collection is to complete, so I figured I would go over a few of the things that I grinded that got me a ton of stubs and allowed me to unlock Donaldson. So the first few months of MLB 25, I feel like lots of people talked about how good of a stub grind winning the stadium challenges on Diamond Quest maps and obtaining the epic rewards on these maps was, and while that was true, those cards at that time were going for probably like 30,000 stubs. And if we take a look at what some of the Diamond Quest rewards are going for now, in many cases, we're seeing like 2 times the amount that some of these cards are going for. And right now, if you play Diamond Quest, I think there is a certain approach you probably should be taking right now, just because the value and the prices on some of these cards are actually going to be different versus other card rewards within Diamond Quest, right? So like the Don Sutton and the Troy Gloss right here, I'll show you guys their prices compared to, let's say you need the Rod Carew and the Cy Young Hall of Fame cards, right? So like maybe you need Rod Carew, right? He's going, you can buy him, about 40K right now. And then the Cy Young, very similar, 44, 45K right now, buy now prices. However, if we go look at Don Sutton's price, he's going to be going for like 68,000 stubs, right? Pretty significant amount of stubs. But then also Troy Gloss is on that map with Don Sutton. Troy Gloss going for about 65,000 stubs. So I kind of think that it makes more sense, right? To just, even if you need the Hall of Fame cards, you might as well just play the Troy Gloss, the Don Sutton map. However, you will notice there are restrictions on this map, right? Squad type, certain teams that you can use in that one versus the Rod Carew Cy Young one. There are no restrictions, but I still think that you might as well just play this one and get try to get these rewards, and you could even just sell the rewards at 60,000 stubs and then buy up these cards that these Hall of Fame cards if you need these Hall of Fame cards. I just think this is the best approach to take. Also, if you guys are good enough to rush to the stadium challenges and just play on GOAT right away to try to pick up the epic reward, 70% chance, pretty good. It's definitely worth it. Otherwise, even if you play out most or let's say all of the mini boss showdowns or the moments, just play, and you want to play the stadium challenges on lower difficulties, and have a pretty good chance of still getting those epic rewards. It's still going to be worth the time, I think, given how expensive some of these cards like the Don Sutton that we went over are. What I usually do is just go around to every spot on the map though and play out all the challenges, and I end up playing the stadium challenges on All-Star or Veteran, so I make sure I win, but I also have like a 60% chance at each epic rewards. So based on those odds, on average, I would be able to get one of those epic rewards basically for every time I complete the map. Obviously, sometimes you're going to get unlucky. Sometimes you might get very lucky and get both of them. But just for how expensive those rewards are, like 60,000 stubs, plus other random packs that I get from moving around the map and finding other rewards. But again, if you get lucky, sometimes you might be hitting, getting like 120,000 stubs just for like an hour of grinding and getting both of those epic rewards. But Diamond Quest is definitely a higher risk, high reward game mode. But I think you guys, if you need a ton of stubs, you're pretty far away, and you feel like you don't have much hope, I think this mode is going to be worth playing because you could potentially make hundreds of thousands of stubs in just a day or two. And this is why Diamond Quest, I feel like, could be the best stub making method in the game right now. But something else I brought up a couple times in my past videos was the Run It Back mini season. And this one is fantastic as well. First of all, if you haven't kept up with mini seasons, it's nice because all the previous mini season rewards are in these player choice rewind packs, so you can pick those cards up, and these are cards you can't buy. You actually have to get only from playing mini seasons, so it's important. So these are just very important for collections, right? And you can only get them from playing. But also basically for tallying any stat while you play, there are repeatable rewards for a ton of different packs in here, including many Premier and Deluxe packs. And even this stat mission of tally 20 strikeouts and you get 3 headliner packs, and that's totally repeatable. You can just keep doing it over and over again. You're also going to be facing only common and bronze players in this mini season, so that makes it that much easier as well. Now, the key with this mini season, though, is to mainly just play at custom stadiums, and you're probably going to progress quickest at La Grassa, but if you want to play at a different custom stadium, that's easy to tally home runs, extra base hits, and all the other stats. That works as well. Now, you also can take advantage whenever it's double PXP, which it frequently is. This goal right here of tally 2000 PXP, you're going to get either, you can choose between a booster player rewind pack, or you can just pick up a deluxe pack. And basically, after every game that you play, if it is double PXP, you're easily going to be able to get this either deluxe pack or rewind pack with a player you maybe have not gotten yet. And you can also use any cards in this mini season. So what I've been doing is finishing all the new program missions in this game mode and doing so very quickly by playing at these custom stadiums. So you could be quickly earning any new cards that drop from those programs while also stacking all the packs in here as you tally up a ton of stats. So you do have options of whether you want to play Diamond Quest, whether you want to play this mini season. Both are very, very good and definitely recommend those. One other super easy thing you can do, and you don't even need to play the games necessarily, is go in and just pick up all of the Conquest maps hidden rewards, because at this point there's a ton of maps and each map probably has about 10 or so hidden rewards on them. I've also posted a bunch of shorts on my channel showing all of the hidden reward locations for these maps, and some of you literally might have dozens if not 100 free packs that you can claim on these maps. So just go ahead and use any of the shorts I posted to help out, but this is just another way of quickly and easily getting a ton of free packs to help you continue to stack up your stubs. One other thing I've done throughout the year to make a lot of my stubs is flipping cards, and this is something you can do on the MLB The Show companion app. You don't even need to be on your console to be making stubs. Typically, what I like to do is whenever new content drops and we get some new cards on the market, usually from new packs that release, I like to flip some of these cards right around the time they drop, because they're going to be super active on the market as people are able to obtain the packs, sell off their cards, and other people are wanting to buy some for collections, or maybe they want to use some. But like this Jeff Bagwell, good example of a good flip right here. Newer card that got released as I record this video. There's some of these cards, even the Topps Now cards, right? Like this one. Pretty good flip. I mean, there's basically like a 3,000 differential between buy and sell price. You're going to make like about 2,000 off of each flip for that card. But again, new cards that release, definitely like those, but also keep in mind and pay attention to how high the margins on whatever cards you are looking to flip. And I just like to use flipping kind of as another way of getting some easy stubs. And I like to do this literally when I'm just like hanging out, watching a game or watching a TV show, and I can somewhat just mindlessly flip a few cards and make a little bit of stubs while I'm not actually grinding the game. And this has helped me a ton throughout the year and allowed me to always just kind of keep a decent amount of stubs on my account. So whenever new collections drop, I'm able to pick up any cards I need. Or if a new card comes out that I want to try, I can do that too. And just with how expensive collections have been this year, as we all know, I found that flipping just is even more important. Because just grinding the game can get you a lot of stubs, obviously, but you'll get way ahead in collections of over pretty much every other player in the game if you also are able to make some stubs throughout the year from flipping and just from other ways other than grinding the game. So everything we just went over is mostly what has gotten me a ton of my stubs. And right now, Diamond Quest in that mini season we went over is going to be super important if you are wanting to earn a lot of stubs very quickly. And something like Diamond Quest, if you get lucky, and with how expensive some of the rewards are, you can literally earn hundreds of thousands of stubs in just a day or two. So I would definitely grind this stuff if you are someone who isn't super close to unlocking Donaldson or other future collection rewards or other cards that you want. And I hope a lot of you can take advantage of this. And if there's anything else that's worked really well for you guys for making stubs, drop those down in the comments below, help others out. But that's pretty much it for the video. Just wanted to go over that, show you guys how I was able to unlock Donaldson so quickly and all of those methods I've used for stubs throughout the year. Appreciate all of you guys for watching this one. See you next time. Peace.